Hello everyone, welcome to lecture 10 of second chapter Polynomials. So we have already begun with the exercise 2.4 and today we are going to see the next question, that is your question number 3, in which we have to find the value of unknown constant k. Okay, so let me write question for you. The question is, find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x in each of the following cases. So your first p of x is x square plus x plus k, and x minus 1 is factor of this polynomial and we are asked to find this value k. Now we are going to use factor theorem for this. If x minus 1 is a factor, if f minus x is a factor of p of x, therefore p of 1 equal to 0. Now how did p of 1 equal to 0? See, if x minus 1 is a factor, then if we put 0 of this factor in the polynomial, we will get the remainder 0, right? So what will be the 0 of this? Equate this with 0. So x will be minus 1, after going that side it will be plus 1. So 0 of x minus 1 is plus 1. So p of 1 will be going to be 0. P of 1 is going to be 0. This is by factor theorem, right? This is by factor theorem. Now use this factor theorem to find value of k. Now how you are going to do this? So first find p of 1 and equate it with 0. This we know, na? So how we are going to find p of 1? P of 1 will be is equals to replace x by 1 in whole equation. So what you will get? 1 square, x square will be 1 square plus x, that means plus x plus k equal to 0. We know it is going to be 0 by the factor theorem, right? Because x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So 1 square is 1 plus k equal to 0. So 2 plus k equal to 0 and your k is going to be minus 2. So this is the final answer, k is equals to minus 2. So same way we are going to solve the rest questions. And the second question is, p of x is equals to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. Here also x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial and we need to find unknown value k. Same way we are going to solve the question. First we are going to find if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x, then p of 1 equal to 0. This is by factor theorem, right? Now find p of 1. What will be p of 1? Replace x in p of x with 1. So you will get p of 1. It will be 2 into x square, that is 2 into 1 square, plus k into x, that is k into 1, plus root 2. And equate that with 0. Reason will be by factor theorem. So 2 into 1 square is 2 plus k into 1 is k plus root 2 equal to 0. Whatever extra with k, shift that side. This is root 2, or shift this 2 first. 2 plus 2 after going that side it will be minus 2, and plus root 2 after going that side it will be minus root 2. So this is the value of k in this question. Now let us move to the third one. Now the third question is, p of x is equals to kx square minus root 2x plus 1. Here also we need to find value of k and we know x minus 1 is a factor. If x minus 1 is a factor, it is given to you, x minus 1 is a factor. If f minus 1 is a factor of p of x, then p of 1 equal to 0. This is by factor theorem, right? Now find p of 1 and equate that with 0. You will get value of k. So p of 1 will be is equals to, replace x with 1. In this equation you will get k into x square, that will be k into 1 square, minus root 2 into x, that will be minus root 2 into 1, plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, k into 1 square will be k, minus root 2 into 1 will be minus root 2, and that plus 1 as it is equal to 0. Now whatever extra with k, shift that side, it will be root 2 after going that, minus root 2 after going that side, it will be plus root 2, and plus 1 will be minus 1. So value of k is root 2 minus 1. Okay, now the last bit of this question is p of x is equals to kx square minus 3x plus k. So here also we need to find value of k, and we know x minus 1 is a factor. So if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x, then we know p of 1 is going to be 0. This is by factor theorem. Okay, now find p of 1 and equate that with 0. We know how to find p of 1 now. Replace x with 1 in p of x. So you will get k into x square, that is k into 1 square, minus 3 into x, so minus 3 into 1, plus k, and equal to 0. K into 1 square will be k, minus 3 into 1 will be minus 3 into 1 will be minus 3, plus k equal to 0. So k plus k, you will get 2k, and this minus 3, after going that side, it will be plus 3. So k will be is equals to 3 by 2. Here 2 is in multiplication, after going that side, it will be in division. So you got value of k as 3 by 2. So this was the last question of this type, and now let us move to the next question. So question number 4 is factorize. So here we need to find factors of the given polynomial. Okay, so that is why the question name is factorize. Now see, if you will notice, it is a quadratic polynomial. The highest degree is 2 there, x raised to 2. Highest degree is 2, so it is a quadratic polynomial. And it is going to have two factors. It is going to have two factors. Linear polynomial will have one factor. Quadratic polynomial will have two factors. Cubic polynomial will have three factors. So now quadratic polynomial, now let us concentrate on quadratic polynomial. So in your previous class, you have seen quadratic equations, and you have seen how to factorize the quadratic equations, right? So today also we are going to use the same method, and that method is splitting the middle term. If you remember, the method name is splitting the middle term. So the steps are, the first step is multiply the extreme terms. Multiply the extreme terms. So the extreme term from this side is 12 and from this side is 1. So multiply them. What you will get? 12 into 1, 12 into plus 1. Here always you will have positive number only, but this side you have to check carefully which sign you are having here. Now here it is plus sign, so it will be 12 into 1, 12. Now find factors of 12 such that its product will be 12, its product will be plus 12, but its sum will be minus 7, the middle term, minus 7. So you will have minus 4 and minus 3. Minus 4 into minus 3 you will have plus 12, and minus 4 minus 3 you will have minus 7. So the product is plus 12 and the sum is minus 7. So these are our two factors. Now how we represent that? Write the first term as it is, that is 12x square. 12x square. Now split the middle term. Your middle term is minus 7x. Write it as minus 4x minus 3x. Still you will get minus 7x only, no? So write the middle term as minus 4x minus 3x, and that plus 1 as it is. What we have done? We have only splitted the middle term. Minus 4x minus 3x. Again back you will get minus 7x. So this method is called as splitting the middle term. Okay. Now after splitting the middle term, take the first two terms. Take the first two terms. What is common in that term? I can take out 4x common. If I take 4x common, what remains inside bracket? 4 into 3 is 12. So 3, here only x is there, but we want x square, so 3x. So if I multiply 4x with 3x, I will get 12x square. 4x into 3x, 12x square. And here you are having minus 4x, and we have taken 4x common from that. So you will have minus 1 here. 4x into minus 1, I will get minus 4x back. Okay. Now the next step is take this bracket and write it as it is. So you will have again minus 3x minus 1. What we have done? Simply we have picked this bracket and we have written it as it is. Okay. Now without thinking anything, just rewrite the bracket. Okay. Now check the second two terms. The third term is minus 3x and you have taken here 3x. So with what should I multiply this 3x so that I'll get minus 3x? Minus 1, right? If I multiply minus 1 with 3x, I'll get minus 3x back. Yeah. Then minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. Okay. Now from these two terms, what is common? The bracket is common. So if I take the bracket common, what remains is, if I take 3x minus 1, the bracket common, what remains is 4x. And from this term, if I take the bracket common, what remains is minus 1. So these are the two factors of the given quadratic polynomial, and we have found these factors using splitting middle term method. Okay. So this was splitting middle term. Now let us see the next question. Now the second question is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Again we need to find its factor. We know there are going to be two factors and we are going to use splitting middle term method. So for that our first step is multiply the extreme terms. Multiply the extreme terms. 2 into 3, 6. Now find factors of 6 such that its product is 6 and sum is plus 7. Sum is plus 7. So it will be 6 and 1. 6 into 1, 6 I'll get. The product 6 I am getting. And 6 plus 1, if I add them, I'll get 7. So these are your factors, 6 and 1. Right? Now how you are going to write the next step? So write the first term as it is, that is your 2x square. Now split the middle term, that is 7x, as 6x plus 1x. 1x I can write simply x, right? 6x plus 1x. 1x I am writing as x only. And this third term as it is plus 3. Now take the first two terms and see what you can take common from that. So I can take 2x common from that. If I take 2x common from 2x square, what remains is x. 2x into x, I'll get 2x square back. And if I take 2x common from 6x, what remains is only 3. Only 3, not 3x, only 3. How? 2x into 3, I'll get 6x back. X we have already taken common, so you can't write here x. Now again your next step is pick up the bracket as it is and rewrite it without thinking anything. Just rewrite the bracket. Okay. Now check the second two terms. Check the next two terms. What it is? X. Here also x. Here 3 plus 3. Here also plus 3. So what is common there? Plus 1. Right? Plus 1 into x is x, plus 1 into 3 is 3. Clear? Now from the two terms, what is common? The common is bracket. So write the bracket once. If I take the bracket common, what remains? From this term, if I take the bracket common, what remains is 2x. And from this term, if I take 3x plus 3, that is the bracket common, what remains is plus 1. So these are your two factors of the given polynomial, of the given quadratic polynomial. Easy? Very easy. Now let us move to the third bit. So the next question is 6x square plus 5x minus 6. So here also the first step remains same. Multiply the extreme terms. 6 into minus 6. You have to consider this sign. 6 into minus 6, you will get minus 36. Now find factors of minus 36 whose sum is 5. Whose sum is 5. 9 fours are 36. 9 fours are 36. But we want minus 36 and sum as plus 5. Okay. So 9 into minus 4, I'll get minus 36. 9 minus 4, I'll get plus 5. So the product also I'll get minus 36 and sum also I'll get plus 5. Clear? So these are our two factors. Use them. So the next step will be write the first term as it is, that is your 6x square. Then split the middle term 5x as 9 plus 9x minus 4x. And the third term minus 6 as it is. Now take the first two terms. What is common there? What common I can take out of that? 3x I can take common. If I take 3x common from 6x square, what remains is 2x. 3x into 2x I'll get 6x square. And if I take 3x common from 9x, what remains is 3. 3x into 3 I'll get 9x. Now without thinking anything, again just copy paste the bracket. Just copy paste the bracket. Okay, now adjust the terms. Your third term is minus 4x. With what should I multiply this 2x to get minus 4x? That is minus 2. So minus 2 into 2x I'll get minus 4x. Minus 2 into plus 3 I'll get minus 6. Clear? Now from these two terms, what is common? Bracket is common. 2x plus 3 is common. So if I take bracket common from the first term, what remains is 3x. And from here, if I take the bracket common, what remains is minus 2. So these are your two factors. So here we finished. No, one more is there. Let us see that. The next question is 3x square minus x minus 4. So again the first step remains same. That is multiply the extreme terms. 3 into minus 4. Always remember to check sign of the last term. It is minus 4. So 3 into minus 4 I'll get minus 12. Okay, now I want factors of minus 12 whose product is minus 12 and sum is minus 1. Here minus x means what? What is coefficient of minus x there? Minus 1. So I want factors of minus 12 such that whose product is minus 12 and sum is minus 1. So it will be minus 4 and plus 3. Minus 4 into plus 3 I'll get minus 12. And minus 4 plus 3 I'll get minus 1. Right? So these are our two factors. Now use them to solve this. Use these two factors to solve this. So write the first term as it is, that is 3x square. Write the first term as it is, 3x square. Now split the middle term as minus 4x plus 3x and that minus 4 as it is. Okay. Now what you can take common from here is only x I can take common, right? If I take x common, what remains? With what should I multiply this x to get 3x square? That is 3x. With what should I multiply this minus 4x, x to get minus 4x? That is minus 4, right? See, if I open the bracket, I'll get the two terms back. See, x into 3x, 3x square, x into minus 4, minus 4x. Okay, again copy paste the bracket. You will get 3x minus 4 as it is. Now, see here, adjust the term. Here it is plus 3x, here also plus 3x. So, I have to simply multiply that with 1. That is plus 1. Okay, 1 into minus 4, 1 minus 4. So, we have adjusted the term. Now, take these two terms. What is common in that? Bracket. So, take the bracket common. And what remains is, if I take the bracket common from the first term, what remains is x. And from here, if I take the bracket common, what remains is plus 1. So, these are our two factors. So, this was the last question of this type. Let us move to the next one.